dissect out first, and I'm going to go over the whole cat. Okay? So, start right here. So the ones that we didn't get a chance to dissect out, so the first one, we have our masseter, which is right here. We have our digastric, which is right here. We have our sternohyoid, sternomastoid, and cleidomastoid. Remember, there's the jugular, so it separates the two. We have our biceps brachii. We have our brachialis, which is right there. Moving on down. This is the temporalis. This is the levator scapulae ventralis. And here, this is the biceps femoris. This is the gluteus maximus. This is the gluteus medius. Remember, medius. And this right here is going to be the erector spinae or sacrospinalis. I will take either one. Let's see here. And I believe those are the ones that we didn't get to dissect out so far. So those are the ones that we didn't do yet. And now I'm going to do the whole cat. So is everybody ready for the whole cat? Alright. From the head to the butt. Here we go. We have the masseter. We have the digastric. We have the sternohyoid. We have the sternomastoid and cleidomastoid. We have our biceps brachii. We have our pecto antebrachialis, pectoralis major, pectoralis minor, ziphiohumerales. We have our linea alba, and we have our rectus femoris, or rectus abdominis, I'm sorry, rectus abdominis. And if I'm going to test you guys on linea alba, I will have a pin, and pin. And then one will probably be numbered, the other two pins will not. If I'm going to test you on the rectus abdominis, there will be 6 pins and 2 more pins right here. That will be the rectus abdominis. Okay? We have our external oblique, we have our internal oblique, and our transversus abdominis. Going on down the leg, we have our gracilis, G for groin. We have our sartorius, S for stomach. Up underneath those 2 muscles, we have our hot diggity dog. So this is our hot dog. This is the rectus femoris. This is the vastus lateralis. And this is the vastus medialis. Okay? We also have our 1 through 5 muscles. We have our pectineus. We have our adductor longus, adductor femoris, semimembranosus, and semitendinosus. Moving on down the leg, we have our tibialis anterior. We have our gastrocnemius, and we have our soleus. And remember, the soleus goes to the sole of the foot. We also have our biceps femoris muscle, which is right here, as well as our, where did it go? This is our tensor fasciae latae, or the IT band. I will take either one on your exam. Okay? So flip the head over. Up here we have the temporalis. Up underneath here is the splenius. This right here is the levator scapulae ventralis. This is the clavotrapezius. This is the acromiotrapezius. This is the spinal trapezius. This right here is the rhomboideus. This right here is going to be your supraspinatus. And if you find the spine of the scapula up underneath it, is going to be the infraspinatus. And yes, that will be crystal clear on your exam if I choose to test you on that. So no worries. Going on to the shoulder, remember CAS, cats always stink, cats always smell. Clavodeltoid, acromiodeltoid, spinodeltoid. And I'm also going to tell you guys that the clavodeltoid runs into the clavotrapezius, acromiodeltoid goes into acromiotrapezius, And the spinal deltoid goes into the spinal trapezius. So that might be a thing to look for when you take your test. You have your brachialis, and you have the triceps brachii lateral head, triceps brachii long head, and triceps brachii medial head. Moving right along, we have the latissimus dorsi, which is right here, this whole thing right here. We have the lumbodorsal fascia. Up underneath here, we have the rector spinae or sacrospinalis. I'll take either one. Right here is the gluteus medius, so remember, medius. And right here is the gluteus maximus. And I believe those are all the muscles.